This is Chilling.
They say film will make you famous and television will make you rich. But you know what? Theater will definitely make you good at your artistry. You know, the beauty about the film and arts industry here in our country, it's not yet defined. You can call it a bit being shapeless. You can just pave your own way and become whoever you want to be. You either choose to take the left or the right. Now, today's show, we are going to stimulate an interesting conversation to learn more about the industry through the eyes of my great friend who is extremely talented, that goes by the names of TAMALE Michael. He's a prodigy. I love him so much. I've seen him on so many projects. He also features in what we call PREFECT'S, a TV drama show that has been a collaboration between Kenya and Uganda. And guess what? It's Emmy nominated. Yes, it's Emmy nominated. The first, I think one of the first Ugandan products to be nominated, or East African regional products to be nominated at the Emmys. We wish them all the best, and we hope that they really go on forward to scoop that award. But yes, there's one thing I want to tell you guys about this great place. This is the National Theatre. You can call it UNCC. It has been a hub of many talent, the greats that we have in this industry. Some that have even gone further to venture into film. It is even alleged that the great Lupita Nyong'o passed through this factory or institution. And yeah, I'm here to have the best of the good life and have a conversation to do with art and film, and to try to understand, you know, the concept of this whole artistic aspiration. So you're going to follow me as I have this conversation with this great gentleman. He's already in the auditorium waiting for me, and I think I'm delaying so much. So catch you then. Get me on the flip side.
Manuel!
No. 3 feet away first.
Banange.
Yeah.
He has no chairs.
Now you have permission to hug me.
Manuel, hey.
Okay. Oh, did you bring the N95 masks that I asked?
Welcome back to the best of the good life. Like you can tell that we are already in a place of greatness. You know, so much talent, like I told you at the beginning, is birthed from here. But yeah, before we move forward, I want to thank National Theatre for this incredible space. And I want to thank a special gentleman called Mr. Sebagala. He has been so forthcoming. I told him that, hey, I want to make magic happen from here. He has watched the show and is a fan of the show, and he said, you know what, you just show up, and Michael is one of us, so this could be a very soothing place and a definite outfit for him to feature on the show. Yeah, I would also love to thank Kwazi Classic, who is located in Kisasi, and also to appeal to you guys to check out what we call Annex Shoes. These guys are found in downtown, and you can go and check them out anywhere, anytime you can. So I'm so excited to have this young man on the show. He's a friend of mine. I've met him before. We have been on the same set. That's how I came to know about him. But even with the outwork I've seen him do, the stuff that he has pushed out there is so amazing. I think he's one of the gem to look out for. So this is more about Michael. Michael is an embodiment of creativity, talent, and passion. He excels in acting with knowledge in directing and writing. He has performed in notable productions like The Merchant of Venice, and he has written and directed audio plays for the Kampala International Festival Theatre. He's so passionate about music and he's willing to learn each and every time. His skills and everything that he does is top notch. I want to give you the delectable, the talented, the majestic. Imagine at such a young age of talent, I'm showering him with all this grace. Michael Tamale. How are you, boss? Bro, you look speechless, huh?
Yeah, that was quite the introduction.
Yeah, but I meant each and every word.
Thank you.
Because you're prodigy, you're somebody that they should look out for. How surreal is it? I'm even finding so much difficulty taking in this, like being on the stage.
On stage.
How are you feeling right now?
I know being on stage just feels comfortable all the time. Whenever we're doing rehearsals and we come to stage, the moment everybody steps on, you can feel the energy in the room. Everyone is just like, it's just comfortable. It's just home, for lack of a better word. I'll just say that it's just home.
That is it. And you're not one of the artists that have struggled with nerves, because I know the best artists have. How do you get rid of the stage fright?
You know, I don't think you can ever get rid of stage fright. Stage fright is constant. You're a human being, stage fright will be there. But the thing is, now your job as an actor is to not let the nerves interfere with your performance. You can actually use them to give you energy for your performance. Yeah. So that's what that's how I use my nerves, and that's how many actors do, honestly. They grab the energy and channel it into their performance. Otherwise, find another job. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should have introduced you as Michael, the Emmy nominated. Bro, come on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. How did you even... tell me about your reaction when you first found out about the Emmy nomination. I mean, Prefects being nominated and a project that you were so much involved in. How did it make you feel and how did you find out?
How did I... Okay, first of all, a brief history. Prefects. We had one season last year, we shot and it came out last year and was supposed to do a second season this year, but then we couldn't because of, you know, whatever is happening in the world. And so we thought, okay, that's it for Prefects. We've done it, we got paid, we moved away, it got done. But then my agent sent me a screenshot of one of our executive producers on LinkedIn, and he sent a whole message about how it had been nominated and everything. And I was in disbelief because I went and Googled, I went and searched, and I couldn't find any information. So I was just like, but is this true? Is this a thing? And then the next day, it was officially announced, and all of us were just, we were excited. It was excitement and also disbelief because we were like, is this real?
You said all of us. Do you still keep tabs with your fellow actors?
Oh, yeah.
Like Rachel, Tracy,
Rukia, a bunch of the Kenyan actors as well, because we're in a group together and we still chat on the group. So that's where the news was posted, and everybody, people in costume, people in lights, everyone was talking about it. It was a
Michael, we shall have plenty of time to talk about Prefects because that is a different segment of its own. We need to give it special time. But let's talk about your upbringing. I understand you're seated on a shoulder of giants, you know, who have ventured the field of acting. Your father is an actor, your mother was an actor. How does it put pressure on you, man? Like, if you can really step up to their billing and try to beat them? How was your upbringing like?
I grew up with uncles who are actors, aunties who are also in the industry. Like, yo, for the longest time, I told myself, I wanted to be a doctor. Like
you wanted to break away.
I wanted to move away. I was just like, no, I cannot do the same thing. So I wanted to be a doctor until I met biology. Then I was like, no, I wanted to be a nutritionist because I was doing food and nutrition and I liked it. And then it just didn't happen. And then I studied real estate at university. Wow. All it took was one theater show and boom, here we are in the arts.
and then you went on to thrive the acting itself. You've walked the same channels. I mean, gone through the same scholarly, gone to these schools. You tell me about YTC.
Also, YTC,
how did you get enrolled in that?
How did I get enrolled? So YTC stands for Yenze Theatre Conservatoire. That's my acting school. So a friend was a part of the first cohort, a really close friend of mine who I'd met in another production, older. and like amateur production. And so she was graduating, so she invited me for her graduation. So I got there and I was like, oh my God, this is a thing, this is real. In the Theatre Conservatoire. And actually this ties into something else we talked about earlier, which was TAMALE. Yeah. So I go to the graduation and I meet Asimwe Deborah, who is the artistic director for TAMALE. And so she convinced me to enroll.
How are they married to each other?
So TAMALE is like an drama, focuses on drama, writing, acting, directing, set design. They call it scenography in theater, crafting scenes, sets and everything, lighting, costume. It's an all-round thing for drama. Now Yenze, at the time, who they called on to teach the acting. Yeah. So I only knew about Yenze from my friend's graduation, but when I enrolled in TAMALE, I got to get a feel of what Yenze was like through how we were taught in there. So I was like, yeah, I need more in-depth training. So the next year, I enrolled for a class, that second class of Yenze.
Wow.
So that's how I joined them.
Okay, so before you went there, tell me about kindergarten. Tell me about the earlier stages. I mean, because I understand the acting bug beat you when you were really so young. It was inevitable for you not to be an artist. It's so inevitable. Born and raised. You live and breathe art. How was your childhood like?
There was a lot of music and dance. I was in a lot of like the drama clubs, choir. I was in a lot of that. But I avoided acting actually. This is strange. I avoided acting because it was a lot of stage acting, and I think at the time I was still reserved, I was still shy, so I was trying to keep away. I would only do group things. So traditional dances, whatever, singing in choir, you know why you're in a group and they can't single you out as an individual? Those were the things I would do. And then, so that was all through school. High school, primary, that was the format. And then campus time was when I joined it's called CADS, Kampala Amateur Dramatic Society. And that's where I kind of grew bolder, with my belief in myself. That's why I grew bolder, and that's why they challenged me to like take on bigger roles and act. Just try acting. And so I did it, and after one show you just find the next show you come to, you're just so comfortable. You know? It feels like something so natural. So that was the process. I came from I bloomed in essence. I came from like a really shy thingy, and then the cocoon broke, and I grew and grew and grew and grew into what I am today. And of course I'm still growing.
So Michael, what does it mean for an actor like you to grow from strength to strength? Is it even important because you've gone to acting schools, you've been mentored, and you've passed through the proper channel, must I say?
Well, that's interesting. I kind of liken it to like how a musician works. So musicians work like the vocal cords are a muscle. So the more you practice with them, the stronger they get, the more you can consistently sing and deliver like at the top of your game. So acting is the same thing. It's also like a muscle, even if it's not like a physical muscle on your body. It's a muscle that you have to keep training and training to get better at it. So it's very easy to like regress. No matter how much skill you get, if you don't practice, it's very easy for you to just fall into like a pattern of doing the same thing, you know? So there's actors, and it's good for them, it's their bag, but it's not how I think I want my...
Okay, so this brings me to a topic we had still before the camera rolled. Is it also could be one of the reasons you're not seen on this grossing series? It sort of feels stagnant. It's sort of no offense, because we have a comrade, a mutual friend like Emmanuel is doing so well on Crossroads. Do you watch it? How proud are you of him?
I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him because I remember we acted together. It was my first Chadela, was my first TV show. We acted together on Chadela with you actually. And that was my first TV show, and I think even for him as well. So to see like where he started from on that show and like the different productions he's been in up till now, where he's the lead on Crossroads, it's amazing for me to see.
So your first encounter with Michael, with Emma was on Chadala, right? That's when you guys first met. The same way I also met you first. Okay, cool. So from Chadala, that's where things catapulted for you. Would you say that? Or there was something before that? In terms of cinematography, in terms of film?
No, that was my very first film appearance. It was my very first.
All right, check this out. Michael, we are going to take a cliffhanger. It will be very short. Guys, we're going to go into commercial break, but Michael is not going anywhere. We're just getting started.
In a nation hungry for truth, a world where every story matters, there exists a beacon of trust and reliability. For decades, they've been our voice and our window to the world, holding the mirror of our history. With 4 TV stations and 11 radio channels spanning 27 languages, they stand as guardians of information, defenders of truth. With Mascari Heritage Advantage, they uphold every citizen's right to reliable and free information. Their archive stories shaped our past and illuminate our present. Yet now, as new challenges arise and the world evolves, their mission faces its greatest test yet. Be part of our journey and let's navigate the unknown, uncover the untold, and safeguard our future together. Tune into your public broadcaster, for it is the intersection of trust and truth. Because to UBC, your story, and every voice matters. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Thank you very much for tuning into the show. Now, if you're just joining us, don't worry. We are still here with the incredible actor himself, Michael Tamale. He keeps on laughing. Tamale is a versatile actor with a strong background in theatre, television, and audio productions. Recently featured in one of Uganda's best series, I would love to describe that, Emmy nominated PREFECT'S, that we are going to feast on and get to understand. But even on top of that, he featured in one of the most incredible shows that we have been talking about, which is called She Loves Me, that was so much adored by many. You tell me about, theatre and film. Which one surpasses? Where do you feel like your passion really lies? Where is the love coming from?
No, you see, the 2 different sides of my brain are fighting to answer that question.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about like passion and why I feel like really my craft is like really explored and everything, I would say theatre is the place for that. Because theatre is the actor's medium. That's what they say. Yeah. Theatre is why people go to see the actor. Film is so many different things. Film is camera, film is lighting, film is the actor, film is sound, film is so many different things. But I would say that I like both. I don't want to pick one.
Yeah.
If I had a choice, I'd do, because like with my agent right now, the goal is to do like a theatre production a year and then film and TV and stuff within the same year, like to balance everything out. I don't have a favorite, is the thing.
Let's talk about the theatre itself, the plays that you've been into. And most recently, there's one by Lloyd Rutara's. Yeah, that's Rope. It's an amazing production. It must have been challenging because I understand the roles that you guys had very long monologues and they were not very easy to execute. How did you manage to bring it to life, the character you got?
You know, I mean, the first step is just like understanding who the person you're playing is. So I guess that's why you have the script, you break your script down, you look at the different things he says, the different actions he does. All of that tells you what kind of person he is. And if there's something that isn't there, you have to like imagine. Think about what he did when he was 12 years old. Think about what school he went to. Think about who bullied him in school, those things. For Rope, I was playing Lil Ferdy. He was, what do they call them? Can I say it on?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. He was an escort, you know? Yeah, he was, yeah. And so the story of Rope is Linda has disappeared.
Yeah.
And they're looking for her, they're trying to find her. So Fadi was Linda paid for Fadi's services.
Yeah.
and Fadi is a part of the scheme to like disappear Linda, for lack of a better word. And how do I describe it? I'm trying to.
Because I understand it was a different animal to tame with you, and it was so different from every role that you've gotten. That's because you had to convince the audience. Each one of you had to. Like you would come one under a spotlight, and you had to convince people where Linda's disappearance.
Yeah, so the audience was our interrogator, because how the script is written is like it's an interrogation, you're with a detective, but the audience has been made to be the detective. So you're just like, I didn't do it. What? Listen to me, I didn't do Linda, this and this guy is the one who's guilty. So that was the energy. And I will say the very first day was difficult because the audience that day was really, first of all, it was full, okay? And everybody's energy was like, I think some people had been drinking. People were loud, people were, it was intense.
Yeah. And I understand this happened for 3 days? The whole play?
2 weekends.
Oh, 2 weekends,
yeah.
Wow.
So there were 2 shows, well, except for the first day. The first day had 1 show. But then Saturday, Sunday, 2 shows. Then the next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there were 2 shows each day.
What is a successful show for you, Michael? How do you know that I've aced this? This is, Is it when the crowd gets to upload?
No, you see, the thing, what we learn in school and what we learn from our directors is, even if there's 1 person in that crowd, even if it's 5 people, even if it's 100 people or 300, because this theater sits up 300 something, the show, when you get up there, all the training you've put in, all the rehearsal you've put in, all the work you've put in, it needs to be shown on that stage, whether it's for 1 person or for 100 people, as long as you, as the performer, have laid it all out on that stage, whether you're tired or whatever, as long as you put it out on that stage, that's a successful show. Of course, it helps when there are people for tickets and all those things, but as long as you feel within your heart of hearts that you've really done your best, and you've done what you can do in that moment, that's a good show. That's a successful show.
How different is it getting into character as a thespian and as an actor on screenplay?
On screen?
Yeah, how different are they?
So, it's actually the same.
How?
It's the same process. Because it's
I use
the same process.
Okay.
Because, well, okay, they say, film is intimate and smaller and theater is big and everything. But film also has big moments, is the thing. I'll give an example. Viola Davis was talking about Fences and how she was trying to keep it small because it's film. And Denzel was like, no, this is a big moment. You need to make it big. That's the
screenplay exactly. She did with Denzel Washington.
Yes, and they also did it as a theater play together before. Yeah, and so that's the same energy I bring. Every time I get a script, I go at it like I'm on a stage, like I'm theater while I'm rehearsing. And the same techniques. And then when I get to the front of the camera is when I can tone it down. Because at Yenze, we are taught something called veiling or masking. So they teach you to do an action at like 100%. So you're like, if you're going to attack somebody. Or that's...
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That could be for like a theater performance. Or differently, it could just be like with your eyes, you can do it with your eyes or with your whole body. It's the same action, it's the same meaning behind it.
Yeah, so here it is. This is the moment that I called you on this show and we're talking about Prefects that has been Emmy nominated.
Emmy nominated.
Under the category of kids, I think it's
kids live action.
Kids live action. How did you find out about it? Or how did they find you?
How did they find me? Oh, so they put out a casting notice. They said that we're looking for actors for a teen drama from Uganda and Kenya. And they said 18 to 24. At the time, I was 25.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Let me just apply. You know what? It can't kill. So they asked us to submit self-tapes. So you just record yourself doing a monologue or something. And
more like Chadala, how Chadala happened.
Yes, how Chadala happened, exactly. And so I submitted my self-tape, and they sent me an email with the script. And they're like, prepare this for your audition, come on this and this day for the audition. So I prepared, actually. So they gave us the script like the week before, and the audition was, I think, Friday the next week. yeah, so I was chilling, sitting, and then Thursday night, I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So Thursday night is when I was trying to like master my script and everything and do the work. I mean, okay, I had done the work before to like, you know, you break down a script, your actions, all those things, but I didn't memorize it until the day before because I like to keep it like exciting.
Yeah.
And I think if I memorize it, I keep memorizing it, it takes away the what's what I'm looking for?
Juices.
Yes, the
naturalness.
impulsiveness, exactly.
Yeah.
So I try to keep it to like just before.
Yeah.
So I go there on the day. It was the Ideal
Where?
Casting. The auditions
Location.
were happening at Ideal Casting.
Okay.
It's in the offices are in Tinda.
Okay.
Bambi, I know they're my agency, but I auditioned just like everyone else.
Oh, you went through
I
the
went
same
through
grilling
as
process.
everybody else. Because some
Yeah.
people were like, those are ideal people. No, I auditioned. Anyway, so I go and audition, and when I finished my audition, they were discussing for a little bit. I was just standing there. Then the casting director from Kenya, his name is Gerald Langiri, he turns and he's like, Michael, you're coming with us to Kenya. Wow. And I was just like, I didn't know what to say. It was so surreal.
And now seeing it that it has accomplished what it has accomplished, what does it mean to you personally? If it even goes further to scoop this award, God, I pray it does. What will that mean for you?
I mean, that our work has been recognized, and we all love when our work gets recognized and appreciated. It's really fulfilling for you as an artist and as a person. Even before that, it's actually been through a number of countries. In Africa alone, the NGO that worked with the show is called Peripheral Vision International. And they deal with media, so they do kids shows and stuff. So they took the show. It was in Uganda, it was in Kenya, it was in Zambia, it was in Nigeria, it was in Rwanda, it was in South Africa. No, I saw the channels it was on. I didn't, because we don't have access to those channels.
No,
here.
I'm saying you yourself, you're featuring.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Like
you're now Pan-African.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even out of Africa, I know there's a couple of places I don't remember where, but I know it went out. So just that alone is already fulfilling. And now you add the fact that it's been nominated. That's crazy.
Thank you for sparing your time. And next time,
thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be here. Till we meet, definitely.
Stay shining, all right?
Yes.
Stay winning. I want to see you on the biggest stages, on the biggest screens.
You too, because we acted together. Come back.
All right. All right. Okay. The making of a superstar, Michael TAMALE is such a genius, such an incredible actor. All right, I'll see you next week with another incredible guest. Bye. Take care.